Okay guys, we're back with another video. Today's video is going to be about showing you guys how to clean your car wheels the right way. So right here I have this little mitten. This is what I use personally to wash my car wheels. This little mitten, it's really good. It lifts up grime really good and brake dust as well. And right here I have this brush that I use to get in smaller crevices and hard to reach spots really with this mitten. And then this is the soap that I use, Diablo Wheel Cleaner. It's from Chemical, guys, so you know it's good stuff. And I've used it a couple of times and you can still see the soap at the top of the bottle, so as you can see it's pretty efficient. I have a bucket of water to clean out my mitten and to clean out my brush whenever I need it, and then a hose to pre-wash and wash the soap off after you're done cleaning them. And last step is going to be to dry the wheels. I have a compressor with this little adapter. All you got to do is spray it. Really, the end goal with that is to get your lug nuts to not rust that much, and your brakes as well. Alright, so I haven't cleaned my wheels in a little bit, maybe about 3 weeks or something. And as you can see, they're pretty dirty. I'm just gonna show you guys how dirty that is. You see that? It's really dirty. It gets really dirty when you have light pigment wheels, basically. So if you have white wheels, gray wheels, light gray, or just like that, bronze, brake dust gets stuck to it and you can really see it. If you have black ones or dark gray, it's really not as bad, but it's always good to clean them as well. So that's why I'm making this video. Just wanted to show you guys how dirty it is, but now we're gonna get started. So what I do first is I start by spraying with the hose. It's just a little pre-wash to get it to get as much grime out as possible without even using the soap yet. So here it is. As you can see, that already did a little bit of a difference. And now the next step will be to grab your soap. You don't have to use the same soap. There's always plenty of good options out there. And you want to spray almost everywhere on the wheel calipers. And there we go. Soap is pretty well put. I'll bring my bucket closer. I hope I don't hide the shot for you guys. And all I do is I'll dip my brush right here and I'll start brushing. That soap is made to lift up the grime from the wheels, so it's really easy, but it's not as easy as just spray it on and wash it off. You have to work the soap in the wheels to make it so it actually does lift up the grime, but it does a really good job nonetheless. So as I said, with this brush I'll just go in the harder to get crevices, and then what I do is I use my other little mitten to do the easier spot, like over here. And these long spots like that, I'll still brush them a bit with this, but I'll come back with my mitten as well. There we go. It's a nice sunny day, so I could have a good shot. Didn't even have to change my car the spots. I have the great lighting for my video, so that's a good thing. So there we go. That's about it for the brush. Then I'll move on to this little mitten. Dip it in the water as well. Make sure to brush everywhere in the middle. And you can see in other videos, or maybe your friends use like more than one brush like that, and they have like this kit of 5 different brushes just to brush their car wheels. Like, in my opinion, you don't need those. Of course you can use them, it might simplify your job, but as you probably realized on this channel, I talk a lot about budget ways to do things, and ways to save money but still make your car look great. You can check out my video on all the modifications of my car, the Genesis Coupe 2012. It's a budget way of doing the modifications, and I give out ideas of where to start if ever you're new to this car, or you just got this car and you want to modify it. I give out good ideas. So now we're done brushing it. All you're left to do is you want to just get the grime off by spraying it with water, and get the rest of the soap off as well. And there it is. Our wheels are clean now. Looks really good. Can't get any grime on my hand. Alright, so now that we're done cleaning the wheels themselves and the look outside, we're gonna want to move on to the caliper and the inner barrel of the wheels. So what I do is I spray the soap again, but I make sure that it only gets in those spots. And there you go. And this time you're gonna want to use your long brush, of course, because it's really hard to get there. But at least you can keep in mind that if you have a hard time reaching there, people have a hard time seeing there. So it's not as much as a big problem as if you would have like brake dust right in the middle here, or right on there, big black patch. So the inner barrels aren't the most urgent thing to wash, but it's always good to keep in mind that you have that to wash as well if you're doing a deep cleaning on your wheels. Last summer I didn't film it because I didn't have the idea of starting a YouTube channel, but I painted these wheels myself. They used to be, well, gray, stock light gray, and the grime and the black of the brake dust used to really show, and now it also does, but I find it's less bad. So if you have these car wheels and you're tired of washing them every week, every 2 weeks, maybe consider painting them a darker color, painting them darker gray, black, or even this color. I find it's not that bad. But there's sometimes last summer that I decided I wouldn't take the time to wash them properly, and there's still some spots, like on the rear tire on this side, there's some spots that just stayed. I really can't brush them off anymore. It's not an option. So make sure you clean them often if ever you go with a light colorway. Alright, so we brushed the inner barrel and the caliper. This is the color of our water now. Not sure if I have the right angle to show it to you guys. So all we're left to do is clean it again. And don't forget the caliper. There we go. Alright guys, so for the last step to cleaning the wheels, your wheels the right way, is to dry them. It's easy. Just get a a rag that you don't mind getting dirty, because there might be a little bit of grime still left on there, and just dry it off. And then I have my compressor. That's for the lug nut holes, to make sure there's no water that stays there, because it always does like a little bit of, it leaves a little bit of rust on the lug nuts, and I don't really like that color on my black lug nuts, orange on black. And that's all I do for cleaning my car wheels. It's pretty simple. As you can see from the time of the video, it took us about, what, probably 6-7 minutes. It's pretty easy to clean a car wheel. But the reason you want to dry them is because you don't want little spots of water drying out in the sun and leaving spots on your wheels because you just cleaned them. Just make sure you take this one last step. All right, so this is dried with my rag. See, there was still a bit of grime on it. And then I'm gonna grab my compressor and I'll just shoot out the lug nut holes, and keep your rag close if you do the exact same thing, because there's still gonna be a little bit of water shooting out with that too. There we go. So we got the water out of there. I made sure the lug nuts were dried, and we shouldn't get any more rust on there. And this is our end product. That looks way better than what it looked like before we started this. All right, guys. So I just wanted to finish off the video by showing you guys all the products that I have from Chemical Guys. I got this in a bundle off Amazon. It came with this bucket. This bucket is really good to clean your car. It has this little thing at the end, at the bottom, to make sure that all dirt from washing your car gets to the bottom of the bucket, and that you always dip in clean water, so you don't have to change your bucket of water more than one time while cleaning your car. This is the soap that I use to clean my car, Mr. Pink by Chemical Guys. So good. This is my second bottle. I love it. It lifts up the grime so good, and you'll see it does a really good job. And then we got the Silk Shine. This is to black out the plastic on your car. It makes it just darker. It's really good. I use it for my fog light bezels, for example, on the Genesis. And then Diablo wheel cleaner. That's what we just used in this video. It was really good, as you can see in the video. Cleaned out the wheels really well. Does a really good job to taking off the brake dust from the wheels. And then I have the Butter Wet Wax. Butter Wet Wax is a really good wax for your car. Smells good while you use it as well, as long as all these soaps right there. I'm gonna be doing a video really soon on this, just to show you guys how to wax your car using Butter Wet Wax. And it gives you basically the wet look that you want with your car, without your car even being wet. So it looks really nice. And interior cleaner. I don't use it a lot because I don't really clean my interior. Let's be honest, you want to show off the exterior of your car, but it does a good job as well. And nonetheless, just a little mitten to brush all the soap on there. So this is the kit that I got. I'm gonna probably show you videos in the next couple of weeks of how to use all of these soaps one by one. And I'm gonna be linking them in the description if ever you're interested in trying their products. I'm gonna be linking just the Diablo one and the Mr. Pink one, and I'm gonna be linking a bundle like that as well if ever you're interested in buying, like, you know, a full kit at the place of buying individual bottles. It comes up way cheaper. It's really good. I got it as a gift, so I'm really happy with what I got. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. I'm really happy how the wheels came out, and if you could please subscribe to my channel, like the video, leave a comment of what you want to see in future videos. If you have any ideas, if you have any questions about the BK1, I'll be glad to help you and answer your questions. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.